We have given graph of function g, and we have to first find the value of g of -1. Let's find -1. -1 will be just here. This is -1. And we see for -1, we have to go to our graph and read which value g of -1 is equal. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have answer for the first question. G of -1 is equal, let's check one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal 4. Now we have to estimate the value of g of 4. So first we have to find where x is equal 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the value of g of 4 will be, we can say, is almost, let's check. This is -1, this will be -2. So let me write. The answer for B will be g of 4 is equal -2. Now we have to find for what values of x is g of x equals 1. First we have to find g of x equals 1. G of x is equal to 1 at this point. So the easiest way is to just draw the line parallel to x-axis, and we see we pass our g function in 2 points. So now we have to just read for which x. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, 5, 6, 7. It will be -7. And the second point is for 1. So we can write g of x is equal 1 for x equals -7 and x equals 1. Now we have to estimate the values of x such that g of x is equal 0. The value 0 is just our x-axis. We see our x-axis past our g function in 1 point. Is x equals 2. So the answer for the D will be x equals 2. Now we have to find the domain and the range of g. When we have to find the domain, it means we have to find all values of x. So we just walk on the x-axis and we see our graph start from -7. This point we have -7, and this function is going to that point. Yes, just we have to read for which x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our 6. So the domain, let me write this. We have E, the domain will be interval from, I can write x belongs to interval from -7 to 6. Close of both sides because -7 is include and 6 is include. So we have domain. Now we have to find the range. When we have to find the range, now we have to just walk on the y-axis, and we start always from negative value. When we walk on the y-axis, on this point we see we don't have any graph. We just go to this point. At this point we see on the right side point of our G graph, and let's check. It's -1, -2, -3. From -3 our graph start and is going to that point. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our range will be, let's check one more time, from -3 to 6. Is interval close on both sides. So we can write y belongs to interval from -3 to 6. Now we have to find interval where our g function increasing. When we have to find where function increasing or decreasing, we have to just walk on our graph. We see when we are on this point, we're going up, up, up until this point. So we can say that our function from -7 to that point, let me read this, will be -1, -2, -3. From -7 to -3, our function increasing. So we can write for f that for interval from x -7 to -3, we see from -7 to -3 our function increasing. And now from that point we see that we're going down. It means our value decreasing. From 6 we see value decreasing to -3. 1, 0, smaller, 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 smaller until -3. Now we have to just read from what x our function decreased from -3 to 6. So we can write answer to the g. Our function decrease for x from -3 to 6.